Next on Access AC Live, we have Dancing with the Stars regular Karina Smirnoff. Also 80s pop star Tiffany. Plus we find out about South Jersey Fashion Weekend. All that and much more on Access AC Live. Welcome to Access AC Live. I'm your host, Whitney Ullman. This is the weekly show where we bring you all of the hip and exciting things to see and do in Atlantic City. We often showcase upcoming events in Atlantic City, but we also like to show you what you have missed. Tonight, we feature Karina Smirnoff from ABC's Dancing with the Stars. She talked with us about her dance career and her upcoming film. So let's check it out.
Well, I am here at Revel. I'm going to perform tonight at Ivan's Cane Royal Jelly. It's a burlesque show, so I'm super excited. First of all, when I pulled up to the hotel, my jaw dropped to the ground because it's so beautiful. It's obviously brand new, but it's huge and yet it's very warm. Warm in atmosphere, warm in energy. My room is spectacular. I have ocean views. It's like I can't even believe that I'm in Jersey and it's so gorgeous. Not that Jersey is not gorgeous because I used to live in Jersey, so I love Jersey for sure. But it is absolutely incredible. And I went to Royal Jelly earlier to do a little bit of a run through and see how it feels, and the club is spectacular. So I'm super excited. I'm excited to be here at Revel, excited to show my moves on burlesque stage off and see how everything goes tonight.
So I'm interested to learn, how are you going to marry ballroom dancing and a burlesque nightclub atmosphere? What do we have in store tonight?
Well, burlesque is very seductive. It's sexy dancing, and good news for me, ballroom has a lot of seduction and sexy, moves that kind of show off a woman's body and femininity of a woman's body. So together, it should work really well.
So people that may be watching this video right now may recognize you from Dancing with the Stars on ABC, and after, I would say about 5 years, you finally won the coveted prize. How did that feel?
You know, I never knew what the feeling was going to be like winning the Mirabelle Trophy, but I remember standing on stage with JR right next to me, and Tom and Brooke were about to announce the winners, and it's like you feel the whole season like flash between your eyes, all the memories you create together, all the emotions you go through. And when they call your name, I can't explain it, but it was definitely one of the best feelings I've ever had in my life. And to share it with someone as special as J.R. Martinez was the perfect cherry on top. You know, I couldn't have asked for a better moment.
Now, we had a chance to talk with Margaret Cho, who was also a celebrity on the program recently. And she told us it was the hardest thing she's ever done in her life. Explain, what was she talking about?
I think, yes, it's one of the most fulfilling things you'll ever do in your life, Dancing with the Stars, and definitely one of the hardest. You have to come with open mind. You can't hold anything back, because at the end of the day, it's the journey throughout the 10 weeks that makes it so much more special. You show your vulnerable side, you show your strengths, you show your weaknesses. You mentally have to overcome the scare of having that live television nationwide, people watching you at home, people watching you live, and you have this fear like, oh my gosh, it's only a minute and a half, but a lot can go wrong in that minute and a half. And you know, I think I proved it last season with Apollo when I wiped out in the middle of the hip hop number. But it's one of those journeys, emotionally, personally, that you go through, and it makes you better, it makes you stronger, it makes you understand patience, hard work. It's like I always feel a little sad when the show's over. Like you feel like you missing out on something that you were doing for the last 10 weeks every single day. But then you can't wait for the next season to start. So I hope the show continues on forever. when the show started out in England, a lot of the top couples said no because we weren't sure if this is, you know, it's like you love the art, the sport, it's very technical, it's difficult, you know, it's demanding, and now you teaching someone who has never danced before on TV. So a lot of people were like, I'm not sure how the show is gonna do, but after watching the first season on TV and knowing every single dancer on the show, I was hooked. Like, I would TiVo it, I would record it, I would come home, wait until the show's on so I can watch it. And when they asked me to come back in season 3, I was like in the perfect place in my life, and I wanted to continue dancing because I don't think I can ever continue my life without it. And I got Mario Lopez as my first partner, and we got all the way to the top 2.
You made a cameo appearances in films. You've also appeared on Broadway. You're on television. Besides, which one do you like best? But what do you see yourself in the future as well? Like, what do you want to do going forward?
Well, on season 12 of Dancing with the Stars, my partner was Ralph Macchio, and we've become really, really close friends. And he wrote a beautiful script, and it turned into a movie that we finished filming in December, and now we're gonna try to premiere it at Tribeca Film Festival. And to be honest, this was my first feature role where I was one of the lead actors in it, and the emotional roller coaster that you put your mind through while you're filming, becoming that character, feeling like whatever character goes through. I loved every minute of it. It was difficult, it was challenging. It took days sometimes to come out of the character, but I loved every minute of it because to me it's the similar emotional release that you do when you dance. So hopefully I'll continue dancing because I'll never stop, and continue acting. I want to do more acting.
Please check out our website for the complete interview with Karina Smirnoff. Please don't go anywhere. We're going to tell you what's cooking in Atlantic City.
That's low and below the top. Seriously. Okay.
We live in a dangerous, uncertain world. Let Greenlee Security Services keep your business safe and secure. Greenlee Security Services has a history of proven success as a total provider in risk management. Our customer service is unparalleled with 24-hour access, in-house investigators, and security professionals that receive world-class training. Greenlee Security Services develops specialized, cost-effective responses to address the overall security needs of any size business. Visit greenleesecurity.com.
This segment is sponsored by Greenlee Security, a total provider of risk management.
Bless me, Father, for I've sinned.
Tell me your confession, my child.
You have to understand. I couldn't stop myself. You don't know what it's like out there.
I'm here for you.
I'd been waiting for this day all year. I've craved the moment when I could finally take it all for myself. No more worries.
Go on, my child.
With the knife in my hand, I knew the time had come.
And?
I plunged the knife into
Yes?
the juiciest filet mignon at the best price Atlantic City has ever seen.
Wait, what?
I lost control of myself. It's Atlantic City Restaurant Week, Father.
We're actually inside of the Rockstar Suite, which is on the penthouse level. You have to check out their penthouse suites. They're amazing. Anytime you're in Atlantic City, make sure to check out the Chelsea Hotel. I'm so excited because on today's show we have Doreen Prinzo. She is the Manager of Marketing Partnership for the Atlantic City Convention and Visitors Authority, also known as the ACCVA. And she's going to talk to us about Restaurant Week, which is coming up very soon in Atlantic City. So tell us about Restaurant Week, and welcome to the show, Doreen.
Thank you, Whitney. March 3rd through 9th
Okay.
is Restaurant Week this year. It's normally the first week of March, so you can plan for years in advance, everyone. It's a fun event. It's a chance to go out with your girlfriends, your guy friends, your boyfriend or girlfriend, husband, wife, whoever it is, and have a value-priced meal at a restaurant, at many fine dining and even casual dining establishments. Great prices, great menus.
What's the typical price range for a lunch and for a dinner for the participating restaurants?
Lunch is $15.13,
Come
and you get a
on.
3-course meal, appetizer, entree, dessert. Dinner, $33.13. Again, appetizer, entree, dessert.
Wow, that's so amazing. I mean, Atlantic City's been doing this for how many years now?
We're on our 5th year.
Wow. And then this year, because of the Revel and some other new restaurants, how many new restaurants are participating?
13 new restaurants. Isn't that amazing?
13 new, and especially, I mean, we're in a shore town, and I know Hurricane Sandy affected a lot of the restaurants in our area. How are some of these restaurants recovering, and are they all back on track to be part of this?
Well, that's the exciting thing. When I first started calling restaurants, I had heard a lot of them had flood damage. It was very sad because I get to know these people as friends, not just partnership friends, but friends. And it was sad to see that some of their restaurants had been so damaged, but they worked hard. They got them all together. I was under the impression when I started we probably have about, maybe 65 restaurants. Well, we are at 79. Every restaurant is back up and functioning and ready for Restaurant Week.
Wow, that is amazing. What are some of your restaurants that you like to go to?
Oh, I love so many. That's hard to choose. And this year we started a pre-chef Grand Prix.
Wow.
So we teamed up with the culinary school, and their chefs did kind of a chef challenge, top chef challenge. It was a lot of fun. We had local restaurateurs judge this, and the winners will be showcased at the event.
Wow, that's amazing. What's a website where we can find out more information about Restaurant Week?
www.acrestaurantweek.com.
That's awesome. Well, thank you so much for coming on the show, Doreen.
Thank you, Whitney.
You're welcome. And there you have it, everybody. We just talked to Doreen Prinzo. She is the Manager of Marketing Partnership at the ACCVA. To find out more information of Atlantic City Restaurant Week, make sure to check out accessaclive.com. I'm so excited for our next guest. I want to welcome to the show Kat Quarterman. She is the founder of South Jersey Fashion Weekend. I'm so excited about this. Welcome to the show, Kat.
Thank you for having me, Whitney.
So we met at the Mansion in Voorhees for a fashion event, and now you're putting on your own fashion event at the Mansion in Voorhees. Tell us about the event.
Well, South Jersey Fashion Weekend is going to be the newest thing for South Jersey. We have a great lineup of designers, all from the local area, that are going to showcase their designs and blow everyone away on the runway. We also have a series of parties going on. Everyone loves to party.
That's right.
So we have our networking party on the 8th, March 8th, and then we have our after party on March 9th. We have a fabulous DJ, DJ Alamo. So I love him to death.
Okay.
And we have a series of workshops going on to kind of educate people on the different fashions, how to dress, how to style yourself, what colors go with each person.
That's important.
So we're looking for a fabulous event.
That is so neat, especially it's a 2-day event. Okay, it encompasses South Jersey, Philly, anywhere. You can come to this event. It's at the Mansion in Voorhees on March 8th and 9th. Not only that, I mean, you have all these great fashions that you're going to be showing for women, men, and children.
Yes, all three.
Do you want to tell us some of the designers that we can look forward to seeing?
Well, I have a fabulous Christian urban wear, hustling spirit. I mean, you would never think Christian wear could be so fashionable.
Okay.
And we're going to show you how to rock your clothes with it. We also have Ruby Ribbon, which is actually a network marketing company. It's a social marketing, I guess, company that sells an innovative line of clothing that has shapewear built into it.
Wow.
So can't wait to see that on the runway.
That is so cool.
My own personal boutique, Sense of Style Boutique, LLC, will also be on the runway. We also have Lonnie Cisco with his fabulous gowns.
That's cool.
Will also be strutting his stuff on the runway. And then we have our great Chrissy Steed, who actually puts on the Just For You Expo in North Jersey, coming down with her kids and putting on a little show for us.
That is so cool. And you mentioned that you are the owner of the Sense of Style Boutique. Can you tell us about that and where you're located?
I'm a traveling boutique.
Ah, cool.
So I come to you. That's the best thing about it. We give fabulous service. So instead of you going to a store and wondering why the sales rep isn't talking to you or helping you, we don't do that because we bring it all to you.
That's awesome.
We cater to the curvy girls, sizes 10 and up. We do have all sizes, but we find that the curvy girl sizes 10 and up has a very difficult time finding fashionable wears, things that, you know, are up to date, fresh, and new. So we bring that to the market.
Wow, so you travel to people and you help them pick, you're like a traveling fashion stylist.
Yes.
That is so cool. And then you came up with this idea for the South Jersey Fashion Weekend. What was your inspiration for it?
I think my business launched because my traveling boutique is a fairly new boutique.
Okay.
We just launched last year, and when we had our fashion show, so many people enjoyed themselves. They were like, when are you going to do it again? When are you going to do it again?
Wow.
And giving the loving person that I am and the helpful person that I am, I wanted to incorporate other designers and other boutiques in the area.
Yeah.
And that's what South Jersey Fashion Weekend is all about. It's about promoting local designers. I didn't even know we had so many here in New Jersey. So we're bringing that to the stage as well.
Wow.
It's also a charitable event, so it benefits fight colorectal cancer.
Wow.
I had a dear friend pass away in his early 40s late last year from that deadly disease, and March is Colorectal Cancer Awareness Month. So it's a great time to make people aware of this disease, the screenings that you're supposed to get, because you can actually be cured from it. We'll have some survivors in the fashion show as well,
So cool.
and their children. So it's very dear to my heart.
That's amazing. I think we really could all say that we appreciate you doing this for the area. What is a website where we could find out more information?
For ticket sales, you can go to www.sjfashionweekend.eventbrite.com.
Okay.
For information about the event itself, you can just visit sjfashionweekend.com.
That's awesome. Well, thank you so much for coming on the show, Kat.
Thank you for having me.
And there you go, everybody. We just talked to Kat Quarterman. She is the founder of South Jersey Fashion Weekend. To find out more information, please check out accessaclive.com. Next on Access AC Live, 80s pop star Tiffany joins us on the show. And later, we have the Atlantic City Entertainment Guide. Please stay with us.
We live in a dangerous, uncertain world. Let Greenlee Security Services keep your business safe and secure. Greenlee Security Services has a history of proven success as a total provider in risk management. Our customer service is unparalleled, with 24-hour access, in-house investigators, and security professionals that receive world-class training. Greenlee Security Services develops specialized, cost-effective responses to address the overall security needs of any size business. Visit greenleesecurity.com.
Get caught buzz driving, and you could do some hard time.
Craig, knock it off.
Sorry, Mom.
It could cost you around $10,000 in fines, legal fees, and increased insurance rates. And that could set you back a few years. Buzzed, busted, and broke. Because buzz driving is drunk driving.
Then you put your arms around me and we tumble to the ground, and then we say, I think we're alone now. There doesn't seem to be anyone around.
Welcome back. If you grew up in the 80s, then you'll recognize our next guest, Tiffany. She was the youngest female to top the charts with her debut album in 1988. Her remake song, I Think We're Alone Now, and a mall tour turned her into a teen idol sensation overnight. We caught up with her at Harris Pool, and she tells us about being an 80s pop icon.
Oh, the club here at Harris, the pool club. I've heard so much about this club by the pool at night. Gets a little crazy. Don't fall in the pool. I've been told a million times. So I've asked so many questions, but I actually have heard so much about it. So we're doing an 80s thing tonight, so I'm the perfect person for that. And I can't wait. I'm so excited.
So will you be performing tonight? You have to be performing.
Well, yeah, hello, I'm going to sing a tune or so, but I'm also going to just hang out and host and, pump some old school, which I'm so excited about.
For some of the people coming up who are trying to get into the music business, what kind of advice do you offer them?
Well, for me, I sang wherever, whenever. I didn't shut my mouth. You can tell I'm a talker. So I just wasn't shy. And I think any experience you get, that's what I tell people. Don't, I sang outside of front supermarkets, outside of barbecues, anywhere. Because you learn what works for you, what doesn't work, when people kind of glaze over, what songs are best for you. And if you can start writing your own music, that's even better, but not everybody's a writer, so don't stress about that. But if you can just really learn your voice and what works for you as a performer, the more experience, the better.
When did you know that you wanted to be a singer?
Well, I was a dancer and performer at 2, believe it or not. So I was kind of a ham, and I knew I wanted to sing probably around 7 and 8 when I was in my bedroom twirling around, pretending I was on stage. And at 9 is when I actually did my first show. I think my parents thought, oh, Lord, she's driving us nuts. Let's throw her up there in front of people other than family and friends, and maybe she'll be too shy and they'll snap it. But I wasn't. I was like, hello, yeah. And that's when my stepdad said, this is something you really want to do, because we'll make it happen as much as we can, because we don't know what we're doing. So we just went from band to band and person to person and collected numbers, and it happened, So it was just meant to be. I'm so glad, because I tortured my family for so many years with the singing.
And it seems like you never get tired of it, or tired of it.
I don't. I'm thankful. This is what I love to do. It's 25 years or so in. And I'm still doing what I want to do. And I think that probably started about 10 years ago. Again, as thankful as I am from the mall tour, and I think we're alone now, I got to a point where I started having to do things, my dreams, and kind of breaking some of that image. And I started doing that about 10 years ago and going, I'm an adult now, and I do other things. So, and songwriting for me has been a great outlet.
If you could go back and tell yourself when you were a kid something, a good piece of advice, what would you tell yourself?
Oh.
It could be about the music industry.
There's so much I would tell myself. I would have said on stage, take your time, and you don't have to sing everything so perfect. I was really worried because people wanted to say I had no voice, I was manufactured. So I was tripping in my head about sounding so perfect that I never talked on stage. I never really shared the moment with my fans. And now I see other entertainers and they goof up, and they goof around on stage and they connect and they take their time. And I would have actually done that had somebody pulled me back and said, you're going to regret this a little bit. I do it now, but I really wish I would have done it then.
Who has the better nightlife scene? Would you say East Coast or West Coast?
Oh, East Coast. I know I was born and raised West Coast, but I love the East Coast. And people always go, are you from New York? And I go, I love you. Thank you very much. I've got more of my business sense. I came to New York when I was 18, spent a lot of time in New York. And when I first arrived, I thought I was going to cry every second because people were smacking it down and being honest. And I was like, I'm from fake land. Nobody tells you the truth there. This is harsh. But I learned to respect it and love it, and I'm much more that kind of person. So I flourish, although I love LA, it's my home, but I actually flourish more and just love the scene in New York and East Coast. I just love it.
So have you been to Atlantic City before?
I have, many times.
So what's your favorite?
Vacation and for business, yeah.
What's your favorite thing to do here?
Well, shop, hello. I don't really gamble, I have to say. I throw a little money in and then it goes away and I'm like, okay, let's go do something else. And I love to shop, I love to hang out. I do love to go to clubs, although I spend a lot of time in clubs for work. But I'll go in and just hang out for a second and then get out. So I kind of just keep a pulse on things a little bit.
Okay, and just one last question for you. So what's in store for the audience tonight?
Fun. I'm just going to get up there and rock it and take you on a journey through some old school, some of my favorite songs that inspired me from other artists, and then my hits, of course.
All right, sounds great. Tiffany, thank you so much for taking the time, and good luck with the concert tonight.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
To find out more information, go to our website at accessaclive.com. Next up, we'll tell you all of the things you can do in Atlantic City this weekend. Please stay with us.
Watch Access AC Live Thursdays at 8 p.m. on WMCN.
Welcome back. Now it's time for the Atlantic City Entertainment Guide, sponsored by the LadyInRedblog.com. On Friday, Drew Hill comes to town with special guest Tony at the House of Blues. Then over at Resorts Casino Hotel, both Friday and Saturday, the gospel musical When the Child Cries will be held inside the Superstar Theater. Don't forget to rev up your engines and head down to the Atlantic City Convention Center because the Atlantic City Classic Car Show will be there all weekend. Then on Saturday, the infamous Michael Bolton is headlining at Harrah's Resort, and the hilarious Dom Herrera will be doing the same at the Tropicana. Plus, if you love a good fight, then you won't want to be left out because the MMA Asylum Fight League takes place at the Golden Nugget. Then you can head over to the pool at Harrah's, where you'll celebrate epic Saturdays with celebrity Drew Lachey. Don't forget that there are many ongoing events that continue to grace the stages in Atlantic City, such as the Savage Men Male Review Show, pizza making class Tony Baloney Style, the comedy clubs like the Comedy Stop at the Trop and Borgata's Comedy Club. And don't forget the various art exhibits at the Noise Museum. Well, that's it for this episode of Access AC Live. As always, I want to thank you for watching our show. Please check out accessaclive.com for web-exclusive videos and stories. Also, we'd love to hear from you, so please write to us in the comments section and tell us what you like to do in Atlantic City. But let's keep it PG-13. You can also follow us on most social media and join in on the conversation. Just search Access AC Live on Facebook, Twitter, or Google+. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you next Thursday at 8 p.m. for a whole new show. See you in Atlantic City. Bye, everybody.